because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
What's up? Welcome to Indian Box Television. Episode 77. We will be talking about is collective black unity, a myth, and a dream. Yep, we're gonna go on to the roll call and see who's out there.
I'm Troy Everett.
Yep, that's a good one.
And now drummer, DJ Drumtastic.
I'm me too.
Thanks for joining me, y'all.
All practice. I'll get better and better over the time.
You did A-okay. We got your back.
Fantastic job.
Hey there, Sheena. Sheena's made it in all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan, where they having freezing rain.
Yes.
Freezing rain in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
2 days in a row.
Two days in a row?
Yes.
Yeah, we're giving Sharif a hard time. I went swimming this morning at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was hot. It was about 77 here today. Yesterday it was 81.
Yeah, so if you're out there, go ahead and chime in. It's a roll call. Where you watching from? Where you tuning in from? We'd like to hear from you. We got a great show for you today. Make sure you share. Go ahead and share the episode. We're streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And like Sharif said, we're going to talk about is collective black unity a myth and a dream, or is it achievable? We're going to talk about that today.
I think it's achievable.
You think it's achievable?
I think it's achievable. It's going to take a lot of work, but I think it's achievable.
Okay, yeah. I think it's going to take a whole lot of work. Hey there, Cherie. She says, I'm in Pinktown, Maryland. we gotta get Cherie some help so she can get out of there.
We gotta get her out of there for real. Get her out of there for real.
Yeah, so how was your guys' week thus far?
This week? Yeah,
how was your week?
The week was good. It was pretty smooth. Well, can't complain. Yep. But you guys over here got warmer weather, so I gotta wait another 3 months. We have to wait another 3 months.
So June, you guys gotta wait till June. Wow.
So sorry.
Yeah, that sucks. But anywho, it's always warm here, so I don't care. You can always come visit. You know, drummers got good weather down there in the ATL too. So yeah, you can always come visit.
Sharif, I feel so bad for you.
It's all right.
Hey, a numero uno has made it. London Brown, hey London. Yeah, what we're going to talk about is collective black unity, or is black unity a myth and a dream? What do you guys think out there? Do you think we could all pull together to make some things happen for the African American community? We have terrible weather here. Yeah, your father has told us. You got raising. Hey, Aunt Shelley is in the house. Thank you, Aunt Shelley, for tuning in. Talking about black unity, Aunt Shelley.
Black unity it is. We said it'll never happen.
It'll never happen. Okay. Cherie, you gotta tell us why you think that.
Yeah, don't just say it.
And we'll probably give some examples. You know, I'm a realist. I think it's achievable, but like Drummer said, it's going to take a lot of work, and I don't think there's enough people that want to put boots on the ground to do it. But we're definitely going to talk about it. Before we get started, I'm going to give should I play the video of Malcolm?
Let's chill for a minute. Let's
Chill
not,
for a minute. Yeah, let's let people get in here.
you know what? Let's just do this then. This is how we're gonna do it. Hold on. First of all, y'all, thanks for joining in again. I'm gonna give y'all hands out there. Troy, you read all the stuff? Okay, you got it. So we're gonna do it this way. First of all,
Make sure you join the blacklist. You got to join the blacklist. Blacklist is a subgroup of Idiot Box Television where we have taken small business owners and put them into a collective group where you can show your products and services. You can network with one another, try to get bids and jobs, show off all your products. We do give a little bit of help when it comes to marketing your product on there. If you have a small business or you know somebody that has a small business, join the blacklist. Drummers put the link up there. That's a fake Facebook blacklist. So go ahead and check that out.
Man, you did that. You was man. You jumped on top of that. Now, also, y'all, I'm gonna put up the link as well because we do have the merchandise, the t-shirts, the hoodies, the hats. We all got on something different, as you can see. So go to for t-shirts and hoodies and other merchandise, go to www.troyeverett.net and click shop, and I'm gonna put up the link right now. What's Cherie talking about? I see it, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay, Cherie says, I feel because too many black people still have the slave mentality, generational curses, and we are hurt, so we hurt people. Until we break these curses, it will never change. Amongst others things we need to change as a collective race, period.
Okay.
Very insightful, Cherie. Very, very insightful. And I think I should play the video because that's exactly what Malcolm said.
Go ahead, play it.
Okay, so Cherie, this was echoed several years ago by one of our great leaders, Malcolm X.
Several, 58 years ago or so.
I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
So,
absolutely.
You know, that's very important, you know, for all us black people to support each other and help each other. You know, that's very important.
And I kind of want to bring up, go ahead, Drummer.
But as we see every day, I mean, for the people who pay attention to, like, say, social media, even news, not too much of social media, there's just a lot of nothing positive to say about each other. Okay, so say you don't like what somebody was wearing. And even I say it, like, look at that. That's stupid what they got on. But to go on social media and say it and really attack a person is really not even right. It's wrong in every way, but we do that a lot. I'll just give this for an example real quick because Troy gonna be like, oh, he's mumbling. But anyway, we go to the Super Bowl. Everybody's talking about Rihanna's performance was trash, blah, 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 blah. But once again, everybody's sitting there watching somebody sing the national anthem, and it says for freedom and justice for all, but it's not. So that's the part of it I don't like to watch. The Rihanna thing was cool, but I just think it was a lot of negativity behind it. And I was like, wow, there is a lot of negativity being said toward Black and brown people, but not really said toward the people who give us the most flack.
Yeah, and I think that's, stuff like that. Rihanna's performance that's subjective. We are a very subjective people. We're not objective. Subjective is, that's how we feel. But was her performance good? Again, that depends on who. Fans of it probably liked it. Other people didn't. But to trash her on social media,
there's a lot of gelatin out there. So when somebody elevate themselves up, and you see that they'll elevate themselves, and then when the person go past them, and then they want to bring them down. So that's not a cool way to do it.
yeah,
To help each other, elevate each other up.
Right. Crabs in the barrel mentality. That's really hurting
It's hurting
our
a lot.
community. So you got okay. Cherie said it was trash, but to put it on social media was wrong. Let's see. None of her songs are Super Bowl material. They didn't get you hyped up. That shit made me sleepy. That's all I'm saying. Again, that's her opinion. That's
Exactly.
so that's subjective. Now, if you want to look at it and look at all the different performances throughout the history of the Super Bowl, I mean, which one was the best? I thought Prince and Bruno Mars will never be those performances will never be topped. And again, those are musicians, not saying that she's not a musician, but you got Prince playing the guitar, Bruno on the drums. Those were amazing.
That was music. A lot of people is on the Dr. Dre thing, and I'm like, that was trash. That was
me. Some people set the bar really, really high for the Super Bowl. So when you see some people perform and they're not up to the standards of some of the, Whitney Houston's performance or, Janet Jackson and showing her titty. I mean, how do you top that?
Wait, she was showing what? Her what?
Her titty. Her titties.
Oh, two of them or one?
Her tit. Her tit.
Oh, it was one of them. Okay.
Well, Brittany says, well, she was pregnant and still did the honors to the show. She is one of the richest R&B and solo artists. Yes, she is. Doesn't mean that. Let's see. It says, to me, her money status is irrelevant. Her performance was terrible for the Super Bowl show. Agreed. Money. Again, there's a standard for the Super Bowl. Again, she was pregnant. She showed up. They booked her. Jay-Z is now in charge of the talent for the Super Bowl show, right? So, again, she may have an album coming out. Might have been all publicity for that. But again, when it comes to the Super Bowl shows and you see Prince, I mean, come on. Bruno Mars.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Those performances were ridiculous.
Michael was the first one that when it turned to that instead of the marching band and all that, they ended up getting Michael, and that's what started all the performances because Michael's was awesome too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Janet Jackson did the same thing too.
Hers was good. And what happened, Troy? What was going on?
A booby popped out.
Oh, that's what it is.
Boobies.
Beer and boobies. But anyway,
I thought that was all staged too. Why she have a tassel on her nipple? That was all staged. She was trying to take the heat off her brother, who was actually being, going through the courts for child stuff.
Okay, that could have been, or maybe she wanted the attention on her for the next album, or for Justin on his next album, or whatever. I don't know. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to bring up a couple of things when it came to like Black unity. So we're called African Americans, right? Or Black
Yeah.
African Americans. You also have Chinese Americans, right? Japanese Americans, Native Americans, Korean Americans, Irish Americans. You have Italian Americans, right? So you have several different subclasses of Americans.
Right.
In World War II, right, when we were at war with Japan, did you know that the Japanese Americans were put in internment camps? Japanese Americans were put in internment camps, basically put in jail during World War II for 2 years.
Wow.
Do you know that they got reparations?
Wow.
The United States of America paid reparations to the Japanese Americans for being put into internment camps.
Wow. Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they have a homeland. They have a homeland. Irish Americans. They have a homeland. Korean Americans have a homeland. Who's our homeland? African Americans. What's our homeland?
Is that homeland?
Yeah, what is our homeland? African Americans.
I guess if we're saying African Americans, then it's America.
So the country that oppresses us, we have to ask them for help. You see where I'm going with this? The Japanese have Japan. Japan will go to what Japan did was they went to the world's court to hold America accountable for the atrocities that they had for the Japanese. That's why they got restitution. That's why they got. We don't have anywhere. We don't have any country to go to take our plight to the world court about these atrocities. That's why we'll never get reparations for one.
Exactly.
And the thing is, we don't have a flag we can serve under. We don't have anything other than there's a red, black, and green, but that's kind of like Pan-Africanism.
Yep. But you talking
what should we say here?
You're talking about African Americans, though.
Yeah, African Americans.
American on the end of it. That does change a lot of stuff. I guess in their eyes.
Yeah. So Cherie says yes, they did, and the Native Americans get money monthly too. Yes, they get money. They get reparations. We have nobody because they hate us.
Hey, now listen. When Cherie say that, she say that because she live in Hagerstown, Maryland, where it's some of the most unbelievable. What do you call it? Pinktown. Yeah, call it Pinktown. And I thought what she used to say was, was true, but maybe exaggerated. But no, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, so that's one thing we want to talk about. Like Cherie said, is there Black unity? I put a video up saying that what if the Black Panthers, right, the Black churches, the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites, all came together under one flag with goals in mind to change legislation, to change, the economy, just to change things for the betterment of the African American people. Do you guys think that would work? They'd have to put all their ideologies aside, all their religions aside, to focus on one thing. Do you think it would work or happen?
You know what? Like you saying, the slave mentality from Black people, we struggle on this area, because back in the day when the slaves were around, they had some that was picking up the cotton, and then you have some that was in the house. So you say the ones that was in the house was light skinned, so they get a pass, and the dark skinned ones don't. So it all, and the light skinned was held on the ones that the dark skinned do wrong. So they're always going back and forth within competing each other. So that's going to be hard for us to really just together. No, that. But with the what you just did with the other culture, so I mean, why not give it a try? See how it would.
Yeah, see that's another problem though, is we don't have who are our black leaders. Can you guys name any of our black leaders?
We need more of those. We don't have a lot of strong
Well,
ones. We have a lot of strong leaders. We need more.
Sharice got something for you to read.
Oh, no white people not going to ever allow that. They will lose control of the power in their minds. Yeah, well, it's not up to them. It's up to us, and they can't stop it. But go ahead, drummer.
Our leaders, I would say, is what's his name? Sean King.
Okay.
He would be one of them if I had to pick. Besides Al Sharpton and them, I mean, you can't even say Ben Crump is a leader. He's just a lawyer getting paid and want the attention. You don't like him. My wife don't like him. My mama don't like him. They're all like, he's an opportunist. He's getting some things. Wait, he is at least getting attention brought to a lot of things that's going on. At least that. Okay. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can agree.
I'm not saying I like him or anything. I'm just like.
But wait, before you even say that. He's bringing attention to it? No, he jumps on the bandwagon. He takes they've already got the spotlight, right? It's already in the news. So he jumps on the biggest thing on the news.
But
that's what Ben Crump does. That's what Jesse Jackson used to do. That's what Al Sharpton still does. That's what they do. They jump. They're media whores, and I'm going to say it. They're media whores. Are they black leaders? No. Fuck them. Whoops. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Fuck them.
Listen, I'm agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, if you add any one of those to the equation, it still maybe will get 10 more thousand people to pay attention. And it ain't good what they doing, but it's making a few more people pay attention was all I would say. So even if Crump wasn't on it, you still gonna get people to pay attention. But when Crump gets on it, then you get the people who was like, oh, there goes some old people just talking. When they see Crump, they go, oh, wait a minute, let's listen. What is Crump saying? Now you got more people paying attention. So he's just like a modern day Jesse Jackson, blah, blah, blah. He is.
You know,
but and he's getting paid.
Right, he's getting paid big money.
We need some younger ones.
Yeah,
I think we need some younger ones.
Sean King. I would say Mike. What's his name that lives out here in Atlanta?
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. He could be something. He could be somebody that I would say, okay. My son is another one that I would put in the mix as somebody who's ready to go hard. I would even say Wallow and Gilly would be two people that I think would be very good to be. I wouldn't say leaders, but I would say that could bring millions of people that would follow them if they say, this is how we're going to try to do this, y'all. That's what I'm saying. You got to bring people that got millions, okay? You got people that like Puffy, but they just like his music. They just like because he's flashy. They don't really like him. Would they follow him? Yeah, they would.
No, and while they are motivated speakers. Yeah,
they get the young
leader, not leader. But
no, I didn't say never leaders, but people would listen to them and they would follow them. That's all you need right now is people to follow. They like to follow rap music and guns and all that. Then they'd follow. That's cool. Let them follow them. I'd rather they follow them than keep following the way we follow them right now.
Right. Cherie says that we really don't have any good black leaders. They really that really fight for us. They show face with no actions.
I agree.
She says, yeah, if it's not high profile, they want nothing to do with it. Like Troy said, media whores. Yeah, and then again, I'm being subjective too because I don't know what they do pro bono, right? I don't know if they take other cases, but the thing is, they're bringing light to situations that are already happened, right? So they're bringing light to that, and they're trying to get justice for that person. But what happens afterward? Legislation being passed so it doesn't happen again. Because if it doesn't happen again, guess what? There's no Ben Crump.
Yeah.
Right. So he doesn't have to chase these high profile killings of black men because now it's illegal, right?
Okay.
So again, that's what is he doing for legislation being passed? What is he bringing people together so laws are being passed? That's just my, again, that's my take on it.
No, but you're 100% right. What happens after the case is gone and he's got his money and the ink is dried and he's kicking back on vacation? You're right. Is he going further in the state of Maryland, let's say, and is he trying to get some laws passed? You are exactly right. What is he doing after that? That should be a show. What these lawyers or Ben Crump's doing after the dust settles? What are they doing?
Right.
There's some laws getting passed. Oh, Cherie's on one today.
Yeah, Cherie's on one. She said, I contacted Mason several times about racial stuff going on here and how black people are being mistreated. Me and my sister contacted him and he never responded. Yeah, again,
that's all right.
A lot of these people have like publicists and managers. You got to go through all this. You got to go through all this bull crap to actually get to them. But as a collective, if you got a lot of people going with Cherie saying, "Hey, Cherie," if they get 300 emails about the same situation, maybe they'll pay attention to it. And that's what we're talking about, the collective black unity. So if Cherie and her sister, that's 2 emails. But what if Cherie, her sister, and everybody on, the blacklist and everybody on Idiot Box Television emailed Mason? Then it would probably get some attention paid to it.
That's what it's going to take. It's power in numbers.
Yeah.
When I was working and I wanted to get something changed and people was whining, nobody didn't want to do nothing, but everybody was talking. I'm like, come on, let's try this. Nope. We might get fired. What could happen to stand up for something? You might get fired.
Right. There's an excellent, I think it's on Showtime. Excellent. I watched it last night. It's called Stand. It's about Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. If you have not seen this, you need to go see it. Mahmoud knelt before Kaepernick. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Oh, Chris Jackson.
No, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
No, his name is Chris Jackson.
No, his name was Chris Jackson, but he changed his name. Yeah. So we'll Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. He got a lot of slack for changing his name, and it's very disrespectful not to use that name.
Don't say that.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful. He's Chris Jackson. No, he's Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. That movie or that documentary is an amazing documentary. You haven't seen it? Go see it. Download it. It's called Stand.
He was a beast.
Oh man, he was one of the best point guards I've ever seen.
Shaq used to play with him.
Yeah, at LSU, they were teammates.
LSU, yeah.
They were teammates.
Yep, at LSU, they were teammates. It was him, and they had this other dude called Stanley Roberts, who was they had Shaq, and they called him I forgot what they called him. Stanley Roberts was as big as Shaq, so they had 2 big men in Chris Jackson.
Yep.
Wait. I think I missed something here, Cherie. It says these watered down. Yeah, she's on one today. These watered down ass black people out here not going to stand up for the damn thing. That's why we will never change. We'll never change it, at least not here anyway. Where's everybody? I'm the only one engaging, and y'all feel like I'm talking too much. No,
you should have just came on the show. You should have came on the show, but this is cool. Keep on typing. Say what you feel.
Yeah, say what you feel. That's exactly.
We see how many people is on, so we know people ain't talking; they just watching. So it's all good. You keep on talking. It's good. Yeah. It wins. Get it out. Let it go. Let it flow. Let me see what kind of sound effects I got. Hold on, Cherie. I got something for you.
Right.
Yeah, but Cherie, I think Cherie is right. I mean, you got
Dynamite.
Hey, that's our cousin. What's going on, cuz? Cherie.
Strawberries.
That is.
No.
That's Martell.
Martell.
Aunt Renee's son, your cousin.
Oh, Martell. Okay.
Martell.
Martell.
Hey, so thanks for coming on. You missed a whole lot. Cherie's on one tonight.
I'm
Jumper,
annoying.
you're so annoying.
Hey, Cherie, I was trying to give it up. I said you are
Dynamite!
you own one tonight.
Kiss my grits.
Tell them out there what to do. Tell them to
Kiss my grits.
You big dummy.
call them that too, Cherie.
You big dummy. What the fuck?
Now, next time somebody say something to him, tell him drummer told you to say,
What the fuck?
yeah. Come on, Cherie. Talking about I'm annoying. I'm trying to be down with you. Anyway, you
He
have
is
what?
annoying.
You know,
What? I'm annoying. Okay, I can be that. I can be that.
He's all right.
Got something I'm trying to show, but I'm afraid to try to click it because it might be all loud and all.
Good, Sharif.
hey, Troy drummer. I was wondering if y'all think we can start a new Black Wall Street.
Wait, say that again.
You think we can get together and start a new Black Wall Street together? Everybody.
They got a lot of them already.
Are they doing?
Yeah, there's some parts of America where you have companies that are owned by Black people in areas. Yeah, there's a lot out there. I know Atlanta has a few, but it's not as many as it should be. It's not as many as it should be.
No, it should. You know what? It actually should just be like one in each. Well, in each state to start off. They do have one here. It's out by my dad's, but I've never been. But it's nice. But there are a lot of in Atlanta area. There's a lot of sections where there's a lot of Black businesses. So people go, they sit down, they eat, they do a lot of different stuff. It's just different states haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, Atlanta's been like that for a long time. Atlanta's been like that for a long time. Even the South, before segregation was, we did very well. There's a lot of Black communities that did very well. It's because we couldn't go nowhere else but to spend money with each other. And we've gotten far away from that. We got so far away from that.
Because they found out we like to just throw money away. So they're like, okay, they can throw it our way. Let's stop them from getting businesses and make them spend money with us.
Yeah. So Cherie says that the Black unity would never happen. Again, you got so many. Look, and that's sad to say, right? You got so many. Look what happened with Kyrie, right? Look what the Hebrew Israelites did. How many people came out for Kyrie during his turmoil with what he said?
And he didn't even say nothing. He didn't say nothing.
Nope.
And you know what? Black people attacked him like crazy. Now Kanye, I can understand attacking him. He's an idiot. Excuse my French. But that's just my opinion. But for the stuff he do and say, I feel like he's an idiot. But guess what? He about to sign that deal right back with them same people. But guess what? He gonna get a little better deal this time. Yeah. But he's going right back to him after he talked all that stuff because he's not getting enough to get his own deal. If Dame Dash can sell shoes, why Kanye can't sell his own? Why Kanye can't sell his own shoes? Dame Dash got his own shoes. But it took years. It took time.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Leave them both alone. Hey, I don't deal with either one of them.
He said Kanye is fine.
I think Kanye talked a lot of stuff and he wanted to get out of his deal, and he did. And he's not being patient. He going right back with the same people he just told us to leave alone. What? How's that smart?
As a businessman, I give it up to Kanye. I think he's brilliant.
Oh, I think
he's brilliant.
Brilliant, but I don't understand this move he just made. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
he's still wearing Balenciaga. You know, he's still doing the status quo bullshit. But again, you know, it's probably a renegotiation of a business deal.
I never said he wasn't I never said he was a genius when it
Right.
comes to business. I don't agree with that. He's a musical genius because he's not. But he's a genius with business, definitely. But I just don't understand his last movie talking about independence and I'm gonna be independent. Well, you put your foot in your mouth and now you're gonna sign right back with him. I don't agree. I don't understand that. I just don't. If you was
Yeah.
gonna say I'm getting away because I want a better deal with them, I'm gonna just say forget y'all. And then he like, now y'all see what happened? I got a better deal now. Then that's better. But what did he do? What did he do? Honestly, what? He just humiliated himself to get a better deal a little bit, but he didn't humiliate himself to be independent. Remember, Sway, you ain't got the answers. He was back then talking about being independent. What? I don't understand. He got the power. Jay-Z independent. He independent with almost everything. Why Kanye can't do it? That's what I'm saying. He ain't doing it right. He ain't doing something right. Because there's people who done showed you how to do it. Master P putting cereal in the store. I don't even eat cereal. I wouldn't even buy it, but I don't eat it. But somebody buying it.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I think maybe Master P and them is more of a genius than Kanye when it comes to business. Huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
it might be.
what? You can get somebody to pay $250 for some ugly boots? That ain't no genius to me. That's just ripping people off.
If the people are buying it, they
You know
buying
what genius is? A genius who is a person who make it affordable for everybody, and then everybody can still pay their bills. That ain't no genius. That's stupidity. Why would you make stuff and you know who buy that stuff? Not rich people. They give it to them. The people who buying them $300 boots is regular people who work and kids who going out doing whatever they can to get them Balenciaga boots for $900. They robbing and stealing for that stuff, man. That ain't no genius. Y'all need to cut that out. Trying to say he a genius. Okay, he can negotiate some deals, but he got to charge you $500 so he can get his money out of Adidas. Come on, man. Ain't nothing smart about that. That's why he charging so much, so everybody can get their cut.
He charging so much because he can.
Okay,
People
cool.
buy it. It's no different from Gucci. It's no different from anybody else. What he's saying, hey, this is my brand. If you're gonna pay Tommy Hilfiger, if you're gonna pay $145 for a Tommy Hilfiger T-shirt, why won't you pay one for an Idiot Box television T-shirt? That's what we're selling.
This show is about collective black unity.
I feel you.
About collective black unity. We talk about collective black unity. So to get some unity, people like him gotta show some unity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, you know the bar brothers too. They were charging them $600. People were buying them. You know, so
they were setting their worth. But how many black people honestly bought their shoes?
Who you talking about again?
The Ball brothers.
Bar brothers.
Triple B.
Nobody.
It's a part of business that people don't get to see. They're charging that much because they built the business credit. He had three kids that were on their way to NBA. He could get people to angel invest in that all day long. Million here, million here, million here. All right, we're going to give you this. So he had people investing in the 3Bs, right? So he says, me and my kids, we're gonna challenge Nike, right? He's already got three kids that were possibly going to the NBA. So yeah, he got a lot of angel investors and people giving him money. Did he do the best business? He did the greatest marketing ploy I've ever seen, but did he do good business? No.
Nah, he was running his damn mouth too much.
Yeah. You know, but then
he was funny though.
He brought a name up, his brand up.
Yeah, he says Ball. He said Ball is a joke. He needs help. I don't think he's a joke. He talked his kids into the NBA.
He did.
He talked his kids into the NBA. He was like
5 years.
Yeah.
You were hearing about his kids in high school. You were seeing the ball. They had a whole television show while they were still in high school. This guy was brilliant at marketing his kids. He marketed his kids straight into the NBA. When I saw Alonzo in LA, I didn't think he was all that.
No, they weren't really all that good. But like you said, he made people pay attention to him. In this social media era, he made people pay attention to him.
And I don't think they'll, Charles, I don't think they'll ever be superstars. I don't think they'll ever be superstars. But he talked, their father talked, as a black man, that's why I'm supporting him. He talked his kids into those positions. He did everything he could to make sure that his kids were playing on the best teams in California. Chino Hills was making sure his kids were seen on television. He was making sure his kids were driving Bugattis and don't even got a license. So he had them packaged, ready to go to the NBA. I don't think any of them will be superstars ever.
He need a marketing job. He need to be marketing for a company because he did do it good. You know what? Now that you put it that way, he did. But I used to be like, oh my God, him again? And I turned the channel. I don't want to hear him because he just was so. Maybe I should have listened a little bit more, but what I seen without listening, he was kind of arrogant. But now you put it that way, he did because they were not good at all.
No, I mean, I think they were decent. They were decent ball players, but they had so much hype around them. They had so much hype around them that when they went into the league, now they have. What's going to happen? Their jerseys sell. The jersey is going to sell. You got 5.2 million people viewing you on YouTube before you even get to the league. Somebody's going to get them because guess what? Those NBA teams make money off jersey sales.
Jerseys, yep.
Yeah, but the oldest one had pressure from playing with the Browns. No, other than that, he's pretty good ball player. He's not bad.
Nothing at all.
He's pretty good ball player. And the youngest one.
I don't know what you mean, Charles, about what does it mean and nothing at all. Yeah, kind of clarify that.
About talking about him being smart, the ball father. That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Ball father.
Yeah, so I think he did a great job. If there was a lot more black fathers like that, whether it was for sports or whether it's for college or whether it was for business, our kids would be a lot better off. That man was behind and believed in his kids from the get.
He did. He believed in them boys.
You need more though than a comedian.
He believed in them boys.
He says they suck just like the old Bannon brothers. I remember they played for Cal, didn't they? UCLA. Yeah. He says making your sons look like jerks. The ends to the means. A lot of people didn't think they were jerks because they had millions of people watching them.
Wow.
They did. Even if they were good or not, people was at least going, and if they didn't like them, they at least watched at that time that they needed to watch it to be like, oh, yeah, I know who they are. Yeah. So after that, they know who they are. You only got to see them once or twice to be paying them some attention. That's all they was looking. They was getting clicks and likes, and people were interviewing them. So yeah, he was running his mouth, and it was working. A lot of people used to be like,
and then there we go. Look, we see a confident black man, right? This is what we talk about unity. We see a confident black man that's confident in his kids, and they have a goal, right? And they have a goal. How they achieve that goal, here we are being subjective about, oh, he's a jerk. They're stupid. We can't stand him. But yet, instead of looking at his blueprint and saying, hey, this is a black man that did a great job with his kids, had them in the best schools, living in the best neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Instead of applauding this guy, we go ahead and trash him, just like we said about Rihanna. That is subjective. We are a very subjective people.
And that's what that's what we're talking about. That's exactly the whole.
Charles doesn't like this at all. To see the dad be stupid. Next topic.
Because the whole topic is we're talking about black unity, collective black unity. So that's why we're talking about how fathers came through and how Kanye and all that. So the whole thing is about collective black unity. We're asking, is it a myth and a dream? Is it gonna happen? Will it happen? So that's why
Yeah.
we're
So
around
so
on that same topic.
yeah. So that we'll move on from the topic, but that just that just shows that you know everybody's subjective about this. But if we're looking at it as a community of black people, did he do what was right? Did he do what was wrong? Do you support him? Right. So no, we don't. He says all our fathers had dreams for us. Yeah. Yeah, everybody has a dream for the children and what they want their children to do. But
None of
do
them were
everybody have the
born like that.
resources? Do everybody have the resources and go to bat for what you for those dreams? It's a lot of things you have to give up.
The Williams sisters, their dad was like that. He pushed them. They told him no, no, no. He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Them girls are the greatest female tennis players of all time.
Greatest. Matter of fact, I would even say that Serena is the greatest athlete of all time in any sport. In any sport, Serena Williams is the GOAT when it comes to athlete. When it comes to being an athlete, it's not Michael Jordan. It's not Bill Russell. It's Serena Williams.
She has championships. She has championships
One of them.
every tournament, every. I don't know if I can agree with you on that, but I would say she's the great.
Go look at what she athlete. See, you can say woman. Go look at what she's done over the course of her career.
Oh, she's got.
It would be if she was in the NBA. If she was in the NBA, she would have 20 rings.
Yeah, she would.
You feel what I'm saying? She would have 20 rings. Jordan's got 6. Bill Russell's got 13. If equivalent to what she has, she would have 20 rings. And there's no way. U.S. Open, the Wimbledon, and for the duration of her career,
doubles with her sister.
There's no way. Yeah, Charles.
But we ain't talking about sports though, because if we get on that Jordan GOAT crap. Jordan's not the GOAT. He's the greatest in his era, but he's not. There's no GOAT in no sport. That's my opinion. There's no GOAT in no sport because we have great players in each era. This whole about who's the greatest stuff is just, I'll be laughing. It's funny because everybody's got their opinion, and that's really what it is. It's just an opinion.
Serena's the greatest athlete.
But yeah, that's cool. I think she's a great athlete. And she would have 20 championships. Jay-Z's the GOAT. I wouldn't agree with that because either he's tied or he has one more platinum album than LL Cool J. So then LL could be the GOAT because he did it before Jay-Z. So that's another argument. There's no GOAT in hip-hop either. There's too many great rappers.
Isaiah Thomas is the GOAT.
Isaiah Thomas is the GOAT?
Yeah.
Really?
Isaiah Thomas is the GOAT.
Okay.
He's the only person. He's the only person to beat Magic, Jordan, and Bird.
I still wouldn't consider him the GOAT, but that's a good argument.
That's a subjective argument. But anyways.
Not to be a big argument,
But you see, when it comes to collective black unity, this is what Sheree's talking about. Mm-hmm. We can't come together and have a certain amount of goals. Say, okay, so when you say the GOAT, you're just subjectively saying he's the GOAT. What's the criteria for being the GOAT? Right? Is it just because you like him? Exactly. Or what is your criteria? Show me the criteria why you think this person is the GOAT. Right? Is it because of championship rings? Is it because of individual accolades? Is it the duration of the time that they spent? So there's got to be, you got to have some kind of a list and facts that back up it. You can't just say Jordan's the GOAT because I wear his shoes. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what? I look at it like this. I'm 55, so I went from Magic, well, before Magic, but I went from Magic to Jordan to Kobe to LeBron. So in each of those eras, can't forget about Kareem in between there. In each of those eras, I was like, wow. So I can't pick a GOAT, me personally, because you had wow in each era. And after LeBron's gone, we're going to have wow again. So it's just like you say, this is a big criteria. GOAT. They would be the best if they played in any era.
It would
Art.
be the best if they played. Okay.
Okay, Art. Okay. So that means you could take a team and put them in an era. Could the Showtime Lakers beat Steph Curry's Warriors? Yeah, they're too big for them. The 3-point shooting, maybe Cooper would shut somebody down. See, that's another debate. Jordan is that. I don't think Jordan's team is the greatest team of all time. I mean, they won 70-something games, but you can win 70-something games and still lose. So
Right.
Every year is different.
I don't think they could beat the Showtime Lakers. I don't think Jordan's team would beat the Showtime Lakers. They got Kareem in the middle. That neutralizes everything.
And again, like Ryan says, the '96 Bulls. I mean, yeah, but and then you gotta think about how the game was played then, how the game was played in the '80s, the '90s, the 2000s. The game has changed. The game has changed. It's completely changed.
Now they tender carrying and traveling, and they tender as a motherfucker.
When's the last time you saw a 3-second call? I see 3 seconds all the time.
They don't call that no more. They don't call nothing. They just call fouls for their player who they love the most. Yeah. Now it's the traveling and all that other stuff. But let's not get off. Like you said, we're talking about collective Black unity, and people have to, I guess you have to buy into something. You know what? I always joke and say, if Lil Wayne start wearing a diaper, everybody will wear a diaper. So it's kind of like with today's society, you got to get some people who people pay attention to and look up to. And that's who they're going to follow. To be honest.
And I think if you get a lot of people, like-minded people that have this collective Black unity and don't want it to be a myth and don't want to have a dream, get them on the same bus and going into a certain direction, it could happen. But a lot of people can't get on that bus.
Never can. They don't got the right mindset. It's not just wanting to do it. You got to have the right mindset. You have to. Because then if somebody gets above and they like him more, now you mad. Oh, man, he the shit. That'd be the main problem. How many basketball teams you played on, and the best guy on the team, you might have thought he wasn't the best guy, but he was the guy. A lot of people don't want to. They're like, fuck that dude.
Everybody got a different position.
Right. Yeah. See, there's a lot. Everybody has a position. Everybody has a lane. And in order for this to go forward, everybody needs to stay in their lane. Everybody should have input on what is to be done. But if you have somebody that is, good at something, that's what you put them in. That's what good leaders do. Good leaders negotiate and put people in places where they are able to flourish.
Exactly. You gotta, pay attention to their strengths and weaknesses. But the problem is they paying attention to that main guy so much, you don't even know what your other players can do.
Hey, what's going on, Armin? Armin's made it on. Thanks for coming on, Armin. He says everybody just define their goal according to their definition.
Hey, Armin, you in Grand Rapids for the play? I see everybody talking about they trying to go to the play.
Everybody copying. A lot of people have been copying each other. You ever noticed that? A lot of people copying each other, but when you see somebody that's doing something different, people will look at that person like, oh, he's weird, he's different. Which is good. I like that. I like to see more of that.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying, Sharif. We're in a follow culture. People follow what the main thing everybody pays attention to. Everybody follows it. That's why I was saying if Lil Wayne wore a diaper, everybody would wear a diaper because they follow what they see. What up, Armin? Thanks for joining in, man.
Salute. But he said he finished up the tour back in Brooklyn in December.
Yeah, I seen that. Man,
congratulations, Armin. Congratulations. Yeah, so the collective Black unity, it would be hard because we're so as a people we're so subjective, right? And I think that's what Cherie was saying. I mean, could you get Black Baptist ministers and uh, imams from the Muslim nation work together for these type of things? I
Creflo,
mean, somebody. Well, Club, don't get me started, man.
I'm
Please
saying
don't get
you
me
take
started.
them
No.
two and you add Creflo. Ooh, that's gonna be a
Yeah,
disaster.
I mean, I mean, a lot of people don't like him, but we didn't name him as a Black leader because, like, there's very little of him. But Louis Farrakhan,
Hmm,
Louis Farrakhan.
that's a great,
If you listen to what he's been saying over the years,
that's a great
he's
leader.
not lying to us,
No, he's not. He's never lied.
and he takes care of the Muslim people. He takes care of, well, I guess you'd say the Nation of Islam,
And
because
here's
there's other
another thing.
factions.
Here's another thing. He doesn't get touched. Nobody don't bother him, and he looks like he's about 60.
Right.
What he eating some good farm food because whatever we eating ain't working.
Right.
Whatever we eating ain't working because that man's looking good. And like you say, he stay untouched. And he knows how to go into hiding and ain't nobody messing with him. What is he doing?
Sheena says we need to follow the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. There are some great qualities there, and then that's what we were saying earlier. Sheena, is that we, as a people, we need a self-made identity. We need a flag that we can all come under, right? A flag that we can all come under. Goals, and a consistent culture, like you're saying, under Kwanzaa. Again, under these collectives, everybody agrees on these things, and then you move forward.
I mean, yeah. But you got to get like-minded people who have the same goal, and a lot of people don't. It's like we having a conversation right now, and my cousin Charles, he don't agree with some of the stuff.
Right, and that's what, okay. When you come to a disagreement or an impasse, what do you do to compromise, right? What do you do to compromise so that the collective move forward? And that's what happens in the Black community. There's no compromise. We're always banging our heads. I mean, within the Black family, within the Black community, there's no compromise. Okay, let's shelf this. What can we do to progress?
He said, "Move on."
That we shall do. We'll move on. Whatever that means. So I do my own thing. See?
And that's another way people look at it too. Well, I just do my own thing, forget what everybody else talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine. You guys figure out how to get yours.
Let's do this thing. We do this, everybody, we do this together, all 3 of us. But we all have to come to a common ground where, hey, we might all have to lean one way and say, okay, let's do it that way. I might not agree with something, but I do it that way because I'm outnumbered. Them 2 want to do it. Let's go.
Why? Because you don't even know if it's gonna work or not. So why not try it?
Sure, you got some stuff to read.
Man.
The only way to get unity in the community is to create positive message that can all that everybody can follow. Problem is that the pool of people is too large to find a simple common goal. And that's why I said, look, you got to get people that are willing to go get on that bus with the same mind frame. Not everybody can get on that bus. Oops, my bad. Armin says, I believe we need to create our own system, rely on our own systems, teach our own feet are on it, would be better off. Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier, Armin. We played a clip from Malcolm X. That was a great comment, Armin. Yeah, great comment. And we have to be mentally stable enough to come together and have those, to create those systems, to make sure those systems work and they work for us. Right. Malcolm X said, not a federal, not a state or a local prosecutor or judge will help us. They won't.
Nope. It's not going to benefit them. they're gonna get frowned down on. They're gonna get looked upon.
Yep.
Another thing is, like we always talk about too, we have to get in these positions where we can make these decisions. We worried about the president, but all these small little things. Marjorie Taylor Greene should not be in Congress at all. How did she
Not
get
at
in
all.
there?
Not
Wait
only
a minute.
that, listen to this, drummer. In Jackson, Mississippi, they just proposed. They just voted in a new proposal in Jackson, Mississippi, to create a city within the city, right? That they'll have their own judges and their own police system appointed by the people in that area. Guess what color those people are? White. So they're drawing up their own district lines. It's like a sundown town in Jackson, Mississippi. Go ahead and look it up. I think it's Prop 1056.
I've heard of it. I haven't dug deep into it, but I've heard of it. Wow.
It's crazy. They're not voted in judges, not a judge that's voted in, but appointed judges, appointed police chiefs. That is insane.
That means we have to turn around and do it to ourselves. Say, okay,
Yeah.
since y'all can do it, we can do it too. Because we could go on all night talking about this subject.
Yeah, we definitely could go on it, and
Charles,
we need
where
to
you
find
go,
situations.
Markel? Where you at, Junior? Where you at, cuz? You done talking? Oh, he said yes at 8:59. He's still there. Okay, Armin got something for you. Go ahead, Troy. Read that.
Where's he at? To all black TV networks and President Obama and Miss Michelle Obama for using their influence to create their own production company and creates positive content for our children and more.
I'm gonna have to check that out. What's it called?
All black television network. We'll definitely check that out, Armin.
Armin, that's what it's called. But anyway, we'll find out.
Yeah, but again, that's more entertainment, man. Entertainment
Right.
doesn't change shit. Entertainment marching doesn't change in nothing. We're marching entertainment. I mean, you've got the Black Panther that shows, look, all black cast can make the most money out of any of the dang Marvel movies, but yet half those cast members can't get star roles in a Steven Spielberg film. You feel what I'm saying? So entertainment is it's entertainment.
Yeah, they dog us out and then let us dance at the Super Bowl, and we supposed to be happy.
Charles said, "What?"
I'm just talking shit because I didn't know if he was still there.
Again, man, yeah, it's I think we need to have a part 2 of this where we come back with some kind of solutions. Like I said, I mean, we need self-made identity, a flag, a homeland that we could go to, somebody that could go, because right now we can't go to the world court and say, hey, we've been oppressed for 200 years, 300 years in slavery, and we had 100 years of Jim Crow. Like we were talking about earlier, we're not too far removed from the civil rights bills being passed. Even Martin Luther King said, hey, I might have led my people into a burning house. Then he started to move to talk about the economy, right? Talk about economics for the black people, and bam, they killed him. He's gone. When he was talking about civil rights, he even said these laws and legislative laws aren't really doing much for the masses. What Armin said, he said, President Obama and Ms. Obama have inked a deal with Netflix. I'll catch up with y'all earlier to participate in this discussion. We'll appreciate you, man. We really do, Armin. We need young minds like yourself to come on.
Appreciate you.
Talk about it says talk about how they build expressways through black business districts that were thriving economic centers for the black communities. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that. Let's see. Sheena says we had the Marcus Garvey red, black, and green flag. That's what I was talking about earlier, Sheena. Yes, we do have that, but that's still Pan-Africanism. I think it would be a great flag to use. Africa's not coming to get us. With that said, there are more national conversations about LGBTQ than the Black community. Yeah, it is. You're absolutely correct. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that's all part of the plan. The LGBTQ is pushed so much because it's population control.
With the LGBTQ.
Gay, lesbian, bi, trans, queer, something like that.
Oh,
I'm staying away from that.
okay.
Yeah, people stay away from that. Hey, you're free to do what you want. Yeah, I don't care. If you like, I just stay away from it too. But if that's what you like, hey, that's what you like. I don't agree with it. Keep it away from me.
But you were saying that because of
he's saying that they get more funding. I mean, Black Lives Matter. We talked about it before. Black Lives Matters was started by 3 lesbian women. You know, they have taken over the movement. They have taken over the black plight. Everybody attaches it. So many people have got so much from the black plight, right? Indians. Everybody's got something out of what King was doing, what Malcolm X was doing. Not just black people.
nothing.
And we're still things are changing, but very, very slowly, and not to the pace that it should be.
Well, that's why we started this a year ago, so we can make some changes and not just talk about it. What
That's
James Brown say? We don't want to just be talking loud and saying nothing.
Right.
We want to do something. So, dang, Sharif, it's time for us to roll on out. Everybody, thank you.
Yeah. I want to say thank y'all for joining in episode 77. I'll see you next week for 78 episode.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Armin. Thank you, everybody, for joining in.
Peace.
Armin says we all should just smoke some weed and get along. On that note,
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.